Hello folks. So in this video I'm going to show you how to extract data from NoSQL databases like MongoDB, etc. Okay, so there are times when we may want to collect data from NoSQL data sources in order to perform some analysis or build some machine learning models. Now I'm going to create a MongoDB database from scratch, and thereafter I'm going to create a collection as well. Okay, so what is collection? A collection in NoSQL database is similar to tables in relational database tables. Okay, relational database from that point of view. So later on I would also be writing the Python code to extract data from these collections, and then storing those collection values in Python data frame for further analysis. So basically the data in NoSQL database is considered as in collection form, and these are not stored in the relational database form. All right, so these are collections which are kind of a JSON files, right? JSON or JavaScript object notation files. So in order to basically fetch this data, I will be utilizing this Python script, and then later on I will be converting that data into a more structured form using Python Pandas data frame. Okay. So folks, this is Nitin, who is on a mission to democratize the artificial intelligence, big data, Hadoop, cloud computing and blockchain to the entire world. And with this aim, I will be creating the associated content and publishing it on the periodic basis in order to make it available for the entire community who wants to learn these modern technologies. And you can subscribe to my channel or press the bell icon to keep on getting the latest updates regarding these hottest technologies of 21st centuries. So folks, MongoDB provides several different capabilities such as flexible data model, indexing and high-speed querying, indexing and high-speed querying, which actually makes the training and that makes training and using machine learning algorithms much easier than with the traditional relational databases, right? So running MongoDB as the backend database to store and enrich machine learning training data allows for persistent and increased efficiency. Okay, so without further delay, let's get started. So before, writing the scripts, there is a prerequisite. You need to install the MongoDB on your laptop or desktop, right? So this is the link. Of downloading the MongoDB on your system. Okay, so this is the MongoDB Compass software, right? You can download it from here. You can choose your platform here, whether you are on Apple operating, Mac OS or Windows platforms, and you can choose the version from here, and accordingly you can download. So this is the 1.17.0 is the stable version right now, so you can install it using this download button, download and install it using this button, right? So I have already installed it on system, and the interface looks like this, something like this. But in order to use this, in order to get it connected, I need to start the MongoDB server first, right? So if I click on connect, it won't connect because right now the MongoDB server is not connected or not running right now. So I need to start the MongoDB server first. Okay, so this is the MongoDB Compass software. You need to provide the host name as localhost. Port number for MongoDB is 27017. Authentication, you can keep it as none. Okay, replica set, you can replica set name, you can keep it as blank. Read preference, you can keep it primary, although there are certain other options available. Okay, SSL, you don't need to keep it. Okay, and as well as SSH tunnel also. And if you want to keep this connection in your favorites list, you can basically provide a name here. So just like this, it can save a particular name, whatever name you will provide here, it will save in on the save this connection as a on a left hand side, right? So without further delay, let me start the MongoDB server first. So in the search bar, type Mongo and click on Mongo run command. Okay, click on it. Black screen will open. Okay, and in fact, before this, we can. So you can see that it has been closed. So basically, you need to come to this path. Okay, C program files MongoDB /server/3.4, and whichever your version is, it might be 3.6, 3.5, 3.4, whatever version you have. And then inside that folder, go to bin folder. Okay, and in here you can just click on this file. Okay, MongoDB file. Okay, just click on it, double click on it, in fact. So you can see here the server has got started here now. So you can see the message waiting for connection on port 27017. So as I told you earlier, the port mentioned here is 27017. So this particular server is running on this port. So right now it is waiting for connection. Okay, now this will actually set up a MongoDB on your system, and you will output as you will get the output based on whatever command you are going to run. Okay, and next what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically let me open another terminal. Okay, let me click on this terminal now. Perfect. So now you can see that Mongo Enterprise has is started here. So earlier this screen went went out of the picture, right? But now it is staying here because earlier the server didn't start. So I started the server by going into this location. Okay, C/program file /MongoDB/server/ your version number folder /bin, and then I double clicked on MongoDB. So it has started the server. Now you can see this. So when I searched with Mongo again, this particular screen is staying now. Now I can create a database here. Okay, so let me create a database, and the command to create the database is use let us say employee db. Okay, press enter. So you can see that the message says switch to db employee db. That means our database is created now. You can see that list of databases by typing command called show databases. So you can see that there are a lot of other databases here, but you won't be able to see your new database employee db here because you need to have a collection in that database, then only it will be shown. So you need to have at least one collection in order to get it reflected here in this database list. Okay, so show databases is the command to show all the databases available here on this server. And as I told you earlier, this database is not reflected yet, although we have created it, because there is no collection available. So as soon as we create a collection here, then only we would be able to basically see our database. I will show you in a while. Okay, so let me take it here. Okay, so now I will create a collection. I will create the collection. So let's say my collection name is employees, and then we'll type save, and then I will give the name as, let us say, Nitin. department IT and close the braces. Okay, so you can see that collection is inserted one, right? Similarly, let me create, so if you press the arrow key, or you know then upward arrow key, then this particular line will come again here. Okay, so now you can change the name. So let us say I will change the name as John. Department is HR. One more collection inserted. Then next I will Ronnie, and let us say the department is admin. Okay, so three collections are inserted here. Okay, so now if you want to see the collection details, you can type show collections. Okay, so you can see the employee collection is available here now. Now if you see type show databases, your database will be reflected here. Show databases. So now your employee DB database is available here, and as I mentioned earlier, because you need to have at least one collection, so I created a collection which contained these three items. So here you can see that this employees is a collection, right? And these are the individual items in this particular collection, right? Or records, I must say. So these are records in this collection. Okay, and you can see the collection by typing show collections command, and you can see the database by typing show database. So now we have something in our database, right? Now if you want to see the records inside a collection, then you can see those records. So first of all, you need to go inside your database by typing use employee db. Okay, now you can type command db, and your collection name was employees. Okay, and then you can type find dot pretty, and you can see here all three records here. You had that name, department, name, department as Nitin, IT, John, HR, Ronnie, admin. So you can see your three records in this particular collection, and these IDs are randomly generated IDs, and these are generated by MongoDB itself. So MongoDB attaches these random IDs with each record. Okay, to basically these are kind of a primary keys, just like we have in relational databases. So these are attached by MongoDB. So folks, now we have inserted the data in MongoDB. The next step is to basically retrieve this data or extract this data using the Python data frames. Okay, or by making some connections. First we will making a connection with this database, NoSQL database, and then we will be extracting or fetching data using Python scripts. So let me open my Jupyter notebook. Okay, so here I will type the first command as import pymongo. Okay, so this is the first command or library. Okay, so if let us say you get any error while running this particular library, then you need to install it using pip install pymongo. Okay, so that is the command, pip install pymongo. Okay, the next is from pymongo import mongo client. Okay, let's run this cell. Okay, so this has been executed now. So we will first import the libraries. Okay, and then establish connection. We will be establishing a connection here, right? So let me create a variable, connection variable called connection, and then I will, so this is a class which actually Mongo client is a class which basically establishes a connection with MongoDB database. Okay, so Mongo client, and then we need to provide the server address, which is localhost, and the port number, which is 27017. Okay, so using this we actually will establish the connection. Now we will fetch the database details using connection dot, and our database name was employee DB. Okay, so this, the database value will be stored in this variable which is called DB. Okay, now let's run this cell. So this is also successful. Okay, now we will basically store the collection values in the entity called data, or the variable called data. So now we have established our connection using connection variable called connection. Okay, and we stored the value of the database, which was employee DB, in a variable called DB. And next process is to store the collection values in the entity called data, or the variable called data. Okay, so here we will type data equals to DB dot employees. Okay, so this is the command, and then to fetch the values of the individual records, we will store the values in a variable called employees list, and then here we will type as data dot find, which will include all the records in this collection. Okay, right, the collection is this one, employees collection, right? So let's execute this first. Okay, now this is done. Now what we will do is we will basically write a for loop to print the details of each individual item here. Okay, so let us say for item in employees list. Okay, and then what we will do is we will print the details of each individual item. So name, okay, and then plus item name. So this is nothing but a variable which stores the name value. Okay, and then what else? Next one was department, right? So plus DEPT, right? Right, so this is it. Okay, so let me print this value. Let me see how what comes out of this collection. Okay, okay, I forgot one thing here. Actually, I need to obviously I need to print the value also. Print the value of the department as well, right? Just like I printed it for name. Okay, so item, what was the name of the item? DEPT. Okay, so name and department, so DEPT. Let me run this cell. Okay, so folks, I did one mistake here. So I typed 27027 here. Actually it is 27017, the port number. Okay, so if you run this cell, you can very well see that we have extracted the data, corresponding data, right? So the name Nitin, department ID, so, and name is John, department HR, name is Ronnie, department admin. So this is a collection. Okay, so we have basically we are printing each individual record of this particular collection, right, which is employees collection, right? So now what we need to do is, next we need to create a data frame to basically store these values in a structured form. Okay, so let's do it. Let me create few cells first here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, here is I will create a data frame to store the values of this collection. So first of all, we need to import the pandas library. Okay, and then we will create a data frame variable or data frame, and then we will type pg dot data frame, and then here I will type list, because these are the list items. So that's why we need to extract the value in a desired format, right? So data dot find, the similar statement, this one, data dot find. Okay, and we are essentially storing it as a list, and then we are creating a data frame out of that list. And then let's print the value of data frame. So if I print that, you will be able to see the data in a structured form. Perfect. Now you can see that the ID is here in the ID column, department column is here. Okay, and it contains the department values, and then we have a name column which contains the name values here. So the data is kind of stored in a structured form using data frames, right? So now we can utilize this data frame for further analysis, right? So folks, this is it for this video. We learned about how to download and start the MongoDB. Okay, and later on we created a database and a collection in MongoDB, and lastly we wrote a Python script to fetch the data from NoSQL database and storing it as a Python data frame in structured format, right? So folks, here is today's question. Do you want me to create a separate tutorial series for performing operations related to MongoDB? Please share your comments in the comment section given below, and I will be creating a tutorial series based on the response I will get from your side. Okay, and if you really like this video, consider clicking to that little subscribe button, and in case you have already subscribed, then click on bell icon to receive the notifications whenever I will release a new video. So thanks for hanging out with us, guys. I will be covering the next topic in the upcoming video, so keep on watching. Thank you.